Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de PGA Tour de K25 sur PS5. Je vais continuer le jeu, c'est parti.
Great to have your company on 2K Sports as we get through this Daybreak Classic. Time now to head out to the 15th. Let's hope for a flourishing finish. An opportunity to make a par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
It's a nice day to find another fairway.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And he needs this to save par. He'll like the look good where he's standing on this leaderboard. This 17th hole is a par 3.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
These are always dicey lies, Rich, in the pine straw.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done. Surely it's going to.
If he can hold this, a moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
3 on the season so far. This player is absolutely dominating right now. Great stuff.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Here's Rose Zhang. Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Putting now for a bogey. And that putt'll drop. Well done. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This putt for the lead. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And with that, he moves to 1 under par. Okay, it's time to make the turn, and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Well, this one's looking really good from the rough. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away. Okay, let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the second round of the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, calling all the action here. It's always terrific to have you join us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
And tapping in for par on this one.
This is fourth.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And now that finds him in first place. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
All right, that's now going to move him to 7 under for the event. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 13th.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Yeah, that was really nicely judged from there.
Lining up the birdie putt here. So close. A 3 putt for par. That's tough going. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Let's return to live play now. His second shot here. Going with the pitching wedge here. 7 feet to the cup. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Going with the 8-iron here. This putt to get to double digits under the card. You know what they say, 100% of putts not hit hard enough won't go in. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this player is absolutely dominating the field.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our third round coverage of the Farmers Insurance is about to kick off here in beautiful La Jolla, California. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. And Rich, a tremendous start for our featured player at the head of the pack.
Very comfortable lead now through 36 holes, and I tell you what, that's exactly what you want against this high-powered field.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Holding steady in first place after that one. Well, this is a player after my own heart, going with the driver here.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's going pretty hard to the right.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. That's a tough one to swallow. A 3-putt par in the end. He sits in first position. This hole is a long par 4.
That camber's pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for a birdie.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Yeah, and not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Currently in first position. So another impressive display on top of the leaderboard, though, Rich. Is plenty to play for.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole, this tournament. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, this is an impressive display of golf. You can't deny it. Now 25 under par as we head down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, well played.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Playing from 110 yards out. Phenomenal approach shot, that one. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 18th hole.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
And now this, to win the Farmers Insurance Open. All right, Henny, what's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
A chance to chip in here for all the glory. Whew. Ah, that's a touch of class. And there's your Farmers Insurance Open winner. A victory at Torrey Pines, extra special in anyone's career, Rich.
Hats off to this player for winning this week, grinding out a victory on the very difficult South Golf Course over the weekend.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Those are the wins you dream of, isn't it? Where it's just a walk in the park. You're just out there for an afternoon stroll. Oh, by the way, here's the trophy at the end of that walk. Great win.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas, reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.